Hey, come see us on tour. Be in Tempe, Arizona, Burbank, California, and we're going to be in Honolulu, January 11th. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. So the Teamsters took a poll of their members on who they should endorse. Well, they overwhelmingly chose Trump. So 60% to 34%.
But I thought he's in real trouble and the walls are closing in.
That's what I thought.
Was the Kamala
the Teamsters know that Kamala Harris cracked the backs and crushed a union strike for the railroad workers. They know that, and so they did. So the Teamsters did not endorse Trump. What they decided to do was not endorse anybody, which I thought was very generous.
Yeah,
AOC, the tool of the establishment, did not like that. She goes, Sean O'Brien, he's the head of the Teamsters, has been boosting Republicans all year while supporting anti-worker, anti-choice syndicate. You mean like the Democrats who crushed the union? They crushed the railroad union. Why are you guys pretending like you didn't do that?
Wait, you remember the squad who literally supported Hamas because they made the most tepid criticism of Israel? Is that what you mean, AOC, you moron?
Meanwhile, Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote to save Teamster pensions nationwide. What about when she crushed the strike of the? I mean, you all went along with it, by the way.
Oh,
she says, "Listen to your local. They know the score. Thank you." So
yeah,
here
we do. They said the score 57 to 35.
The score was 60 to 34. So he goes on CNN, which is in the tank for the Democrats, and of course. They did that 40-minute interview with Kamala, and they cut out the 20 minutes Kamala didn't want them to air. You know that, right? So that's who this is. And so she brings on this guy, Sean Fitzpatrick, the guy from the Teamsters, and here's what he has to say.
She should maybe get into her district where it voted far Republican, far right Republican, and maybe find out what the problem is. When I have a problem in a work site and there is criticism, I get right in there and find out what.
What do you mean voted
is.
far right Republican? She's
in our polling,
she's a Democrat.
In our polling,
you mean among Teamsters?
In our polling, New York, her district, voted overwhelmingly Republican to support former President Trump. So she may want to focus on her job instead of mine.
Oh, mansplaining, and I'm here for it.
Hey, Dana Bash, why the long face?
Look at that sad horsey lady hearing the truth. It wasn't the union. It was her own district turned Republican. AOC is so good at her job. Her own district voted overwhelmingly Republican. And all the Kyle Kulinski videos in the world couldn't change their mind.
So Nick Cruz, friend of the show from Revolutionary Blackout Network, says the Teamsters president made it clear that they are not endorsing Kamala because she broke the railroad strike. Remember how you helped the Biden administration break the railroad strike? That's the reason they're not endorsing her.
Oh, what? We have railroads still?
So here's what, it's actually the glue that holds capitalism together in America.
What?
So here's what AOC has to say. You're not going to believe this.
Oh, geez.
Watch this.
I think what we are seeing slowly but surely is a return to the Democratic Party's actual roots of a populist working class party that we saw, and by the way, had huge majorities and were able to sustain huge majorities in the 20th century, in the early and mid 20th century.
Hey, just because you're digging a hole doesn't mean you're getting back to your roots. It just means you're getting closer to hell.
The first parties when America was founded was like the Whigs and the Democrat-Republicans. That was one party, remember? And now that's the roots we got back to, that it's one big uniparty.
It's one big uniparty.
At some point, the Democrat-Republicans fake split into whatever New World Order bullshit they did, and now they're back together. And that's why Cheney's endorsing Kamala. And AOC, hilariously, I always think of her deplatforming works, and now Tucker's bigger than ever, and she looks like a puffy-faced idiot. Look how puffy she is.
I guess she's going to pretend she doesn't remember this. This was when
I'm bringing on the ruckus.
This was right before Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump. Remember what the head, this is the head of the Democratic Policy Committee chair. That's him, Chuck Schumer, the leading Democrat at the time. And here's what he said about workers.
For every blue-collar Democrat we will lose in Western PA, we will pick up 2, 3 moderate Republicans in the suburbs of Philadelphia. And you can repeat that in Ohio and Illinois and Wisconsin.
So they don't care about workers. They're now they're now the party of Republicans, suburban Republican white collar voters. That's what there's nobody there to represent the workers, which is why they vote for Trump, because at least he gives them lip service.
Hey, put that slice of cheese on your raw hamburger on the grill at your daughter's weird devil party.
So, and remember this. So, when you have this attitude that screw the workers, we're going to pick up white collar voters. You know what happens? They vote for Trump. That's what happens. And so
I thought they must be stupid because they're falling for something. It's not me, the moron at the top that can't read the tea leaves and thinks that I'm in the populist party.
So remember when AOC used to say stuff like this before they activated the chip in her head? Watch this.
Start bringing the ruckus on the Democratic Party. That is our job. Democratic Party does not do more unless it is pushed. So we need to push them. And they don't like it. I think I annoy them, but but that is our job. That's our job.
Democrats for Trump, 2024.
That everyone thinks these issues are important. We need to make them urgent. This country has only ever changed for the better by groups of people that were willing to put everything on the line for a better future. That's how we got the civil rights movement, the women's rights movement. That's how we got the labor movement, queer rights and marriage equality. It didn't happen by people playing it safe. We have to give it all we got. Don't people realize that the most powerful position you can be in is when you are not materially attached to a position of power? If you're a one-term Congress member, so what? You can make 10 years worth of change in one term if you're not afraid.
Oh, well.
Oh,
wow.
Turns out
that should be a Trump ad. They should take her words and make that a Trump ad.
That you remember when she went to the Chicago convention and all the donors and all the party insiders cheered her? This is the person who's supposed to be bringing a ruckus to the Democratic Party. Watch this. This is the person who's supposed to be bringing a ruckus.
For your energy. Thank you, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Thank you, the establishment choices. Bunch of brain dead, brainwashed Stepford childs. That's what that is. So
they want to have a good career. I bet you a lot of them since then have been disillusioned with their jobs like very quickly. Again, Kamala Harris, part of the reason she sucks so bad, they're all empty suit talking heads, except Trump writes his own stuff. but it's because no one wants to work with Kamala because she sucks. And every Democrat was gleefully reporting, like your breaking points are going to tell you to vote for Kamala.
Yeah.
Right? And your Kulinski, whatever, they were all talking about how Kamala sucks so much, people quit. So she doesn't have good writers. She had Obama and Hillary have to personally talk into her two-way ear radio to maybe get her to say something that doesn't suck because no one wants to work for her. That's a fact.
Hey, come see us on tour. We'll be in Tempe, Arizona, Burbank, California, and we're going to be in Honolulu, January 11th. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.